Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about driving dimensions in the Rhino WIP. So normally dimensions are used to measure geometry within a Rhino model. But what driving dimensions allow us to do is to give a new measurement to the dimension and then use that to update the geometry. So in a previous video I mentioned that constraint sketches are made up of dimensions, constraints, and objects. And so this will cover the dimensions portion of that. So in order to create a driving dimension, it can be done in the same way as creating a normal dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and run the dim command and select object. From there it's going to prompt us for an object to dimension. And I want to dimension this line here. You notice when it prompts us to place the dimension somewhere, there's this new driving option on the command line. So by setting this to yes, we can create a driving dimension. So I'll go ahead and place a driving dimension, and you notice that there are these little asterisks on each side of the dimension value. So now when you double click the dimension, instead of the normal edit dimension dialog box popping up, this little edit box appears in the view. And here you can put in a new measurement. So in this case I want 20 units to be the measurement of this line, and then when I enter, the line is now updated to 20 units in length, and that's what the dimension measures. So again, we can try this with another type of dimension, for example a dim aligned. Once again select the object and I'll dimension this curve right here. Again I'll set driving to yes, and now we have another driving dimension. So this time I'll put in 25 as the new length, and you can see the line curve updates accordingly. One of the things you also notice is here in the constraints panel underneath the sketch, these driving dimensions are now added to the dimensions section of the sketch. So quickly now we can do one or two more driving dimensions. In this case we'll drive the radius. So we'll select this arc curve here, and again the driving options appears. We'll set that to yes, place it down here. And now, just like the other dimensions, we can double click and update the value. And finally we can also dimension angles with the dim angle command. Go ahead and select this arc curve to dimension, and again I'll set driving to yes, and then place the dimension, and just like the other ones we can double click, put in 90 degrees as the new measurement, and the curve updates accordingly.